What comes next for Tanzania's president and its people? Barbara Platt-Usher, BBC News, on the Kenyan-Tanzanian border.
Famine has spread to 2 regions of Sudan, according to the leading international authority on hunger crises. They include the besieged city of Fasher in North Darfur and Kadugli, a town in the South Kordofan province. War in Sudan has already created the world's largest humanitarian crisis. The paramilitary Rapid Support Forces has cut off access to aid and other essential services where it has taken control. I spoke earlier to Abdullahi Halakhe, senior advocate for East and Southern Africa at Refugees International. I want to start with this indication of famine officially recognized in 2 regions. What have you and your teams heard and seen about the state of famine?
I think it's not surprising that this determination has been made. It doesn't make it any less awful for the people of Sudan, but especially people in Fasher, who have endured 18 months of besiegement by the group that is Rapid Support Forces, RSF. But again, it just goes on to demonstrate that Sudan, where on one side of the country, the country is experiencing famine, and on the other side, genocide is continuing, and this doesn't seem to resonate with the leaders. Finally, what I want to make a point very clear is all these could have been avoided if the United Arab Emirates stop supporting RSF. They get in arms, but apparently food cannot get to people desperately need across Sudan.
Yeah, that is a point that's been made by many lawmakers here in the U.S. But looking at those who are fleeing the situation in Fasher, we have seen some survivors arriving in Tawila, that's west of Fasher. What have they revealed about the situation inside Fasher since the takeover by the RSF?
We're running out of superlatives, the level of depravity that they are explaining. Everything that we've seen has been done before in Al Janaina by the same group. There is nothing new about RSF modus operandi, apart from just saying that it is utter carnage, but it is being underwritten by UAE. And ever so often, whenever we have these episodes, leaders, including African leaders, come to make these, statements that amounts to nothing. What you're saying is, if you do not break the back of impunity of RSF, they will continue doing what they are doing. And it is unconscionable that in 2025, people are dying because of hunger, that is famine, and also genocide, and women are being used as the trophies in this conflict.
Why do you think there hasn't been more forceful international action? We spoke to the former U.S. envoy to Sudan, Tom Perello, who said they did, for example, speak to the UAE about funding the paramilitaries.
I think part of it is just that the UAE has done such a terrific job in terms of curating its image. Even now, despite all the evidence, UAE continues to deny this. But I think what really has made it very, very difficult is that, at least in the United States, the UAE has invested a lot. It has signed almost $2 billion AI deal with the United States. It buys a lot of arms from the United States. In the UK, it's done almost something similar. But more importantly, they have also invested in sports washing, to create this impression that it is a gateway to business and to the Arab world. All the while, for the Sudanese, they know nothing but carnage when it comes to the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, and it is important to make the point, as you said there, that the UAE denies that any of this is happening. Before we let you go, can people leave Fasher? What relief is there, if any?
I think one of the brighter spots of this conflict that is entering its 3rd year is Sudanese humanitarian groups have been at the forefront with no money, the last mile of delivery of aid in many of these places. I think the best way that can be done is helping those people to help their fellow Sudanese, and it has been effective. Without them, many more Sudanese would have died.